Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the commencement for the class of 2023.
It is an honor to be here with you tonight in the beautiful McAllister Auditorium at Furman University. This venue is the fourth venue we have used for commencement in the 4 years that I have been director of the FAC. And while I am someone who regularly embraces change, such a variety of location was not something that I opted for. Nevertheless, we are grateful to be past the global pandemic and in a location where we can celebrate our students and welcome a full audience. Before I give what has been coined by some students as another PPT, a Popat pep talk, we need to express our gratitude to those who made tonight possible. First, thank you to Danielle Hernandez, whose daughter is graduating tonight, and her staff at Furman University for welcoming and accommodating us. Thank you to the Commencement Committee, Ms. Poole, Ms. Ryan, Ms. Bryan, Ms. Collins, Ms. Michelle, Ms. Stausha, and Ms. Knox, for the countless hours you put into planning today's rehearsal and tonight's ceremony, ensuring that every detail was covered. Your work has helped to make tonight truly special for our students and families. Thank you to the FAC Parent Guild for supporting all aspects of the commencement ceremony, providing funding for our senior gifts, decorations, and so much more. Thank you to the faculty and staff of the FAC. Everyone in attendance knows by now how special the Fine Arts Center is, how students feel at home with us, they laugh with us, they cry with us, and they trust us to guide them along the long, challenging, but ultimately extremely rewarding journey of the artist. All credit goes to our faculty and staff, for which each and every day is possible thanks to the love, guidance, and investment they put into every student. Faculty and staff, please stand to be recognized. Thank you to Dr. Burke Royster, Superintendent of Greenville County Schools, and the entire district administrative team, including and especially Director of Visual and Performing Arts, Mr. Bradley Wingate, for your constant support and advocacy for our school. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, whose dedication to all of the students of Greenville County Schools, and especially to the Fine Arts Center students, is unmatched. In attendance tonight to honor our students are Anne Marie Middleton, Glenda Morrison-Fair, and Chuck Sailors. Special thanks to Ms. Linda Leventis Wells, who represents Area 22 and is a tireless advocate for the Fine Arts Center. Thank you to the Fine Arts Center partners who support the above and beyond for our students. Tonight in attendance is our Executive Director, John Warner, and on the stage with us is our President, Stephanie Noble. And finally, thank you to the parents of the FAC class of 2023. The students often joke that my gray hair must be from them. But the fact is, the salt and pepper up top is most certainly credited to my own children. Love you. The trials and tribulations, the joys and letdowns of raising children is the most exhilarating ride we could ask for. As a matter of fact, my children are attending the FAC next year. So parents, I will be feeling all the feels in 4 years. Congratulations to you parents. And thank you so very, very much for encouraging your child's artistic endeavors. You have given them a gift that has and will continue to enrich their lives. Graduates, would you please stand and give a rousing applause to your family? That is what rousing sounds like in high school. You're good, you can sit down. Look at them, they're so good. And audience, you'll forgive us if we're gonna turn and talk to them a little bit too, so try to get everybody. So class of 2023, it means a lot to me to be here with you today. We were all freshmen together. I started at the FAC when many of you did, and we experienced the same 4-year roller coaster together, and tonight we get to look at one another, smile, and say, what a ride. Now, when preparing a speech for an occasion like this, it is common for the speaker to research famous commencement speeches. I do this every year because, understandably, the speakers who are famous lead lives that are arguably more interesting than mine. I cannot compete with Denzel Washington or Hunter S. Thompson, might not want to in certain cases. Wynton Marsalis, I'd want to compete with him. Recently, I was listening to a leadership podcast when one of my leadership mentors referenced the 2005 commencement speech at Kenyon College delivered by the author David Foster Wallace. Wallace's speech was eventually turned into a book titled, quote, "This is Water. Some thoughts delivered on a significant occasion about living a compassionate life." I can also not compete with the achievements of David Foster Wallace, but something he said resonated with me. He started his speech with a parable, which he cited as cliche for commencement speeches, but he went along anyway, and he said, "There are these two young fish swimming along, and they happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way who nods at them and says, 'Morning, boys, how's the water?' And the two young fish swim on for a bit, and then eventually one of them looks over at the other and goes, 'The heck is water?' If we were to adapt the parable to current time, the two young fish would likely have been on their cell phones and may not even have noticed the older fish, but I digress. Wallace continued on to say, the point of the fish story, quote, "The point of the fish story is merely that the most obvious, important realities are often the ones that are hardest to see and talk about." Now, graduates, I'm not here to tell you that you're the young fish and you don't know what you're missing. Rather, I'm here to tell you that your time at the Fine Arts Center has consistently presented you with important realities that David Foster Wallace was referring to. If you've been paying attention, which admittedly is very hard to do these days with the aforementioned cell phones, you are potentially miles ahead of other students who did not have an immersive experience in the arts. Let me give you some examples. Let's think about the time that you spent at the Fine Arts Center, okay? On a daily basis, you were vulnerable in front of your colleagues and the faculty. You learned to give and receive feedback in a manner that lifted up others and yourself, and also how not to do so. You were held accountable for communicating in a professional manner and had to learn how to work with people who may not think like you. You explored the depths of emotion through your art form, learning to channel your pain and joy into something that adds value to others. And you were pushed beyond your comfort zone or perceived limits to do hard work, to revise and revise and revise again, to practice more, come up with better ideas, and seek the quarter inch of improvement that helped you to jump higher, play faster, sing with more clarity, or write with more impact, and more and more and more. You see, artists have an advantage. To do our work authentically, we need to have a level of awareness where we know what water is, where we appreciate the temperature when it's hot and cold, and how it feels to thrive no matter what the circumstances are. This awareness is what makes you love the Fine Arts Center. It's what makes you cry when you think about leaving it. It's what makes you ready for the next step in your lives. Stephen Foster Wallace closed his commencement speech by encouraging the graduates to maintain their awareness of, quote, "what is so real and essential, so hidden in plain sight, all around us, all the time, that we have to keep reminding ourselves over and over. This is water. This is water." So class of 2023, I want to tell you we're so proud of you and what you've done during your time with us at the FAC. You are ready to move on to a bigger pond and to do bigger and better things. Please do so while you follow the artist's mission. Strive to increase your awareness of where you are, who you are, and what you can become. Thank you. The Fine Arts Center is proud to present 8 scholarships at today's commencement ceremony. Just 3 years ago, we presented a total of 4 scholarships. We are so grateful to our donors, some of which will be presenting awards tonight, for providing these additional opportunities for our students. It is important to note that deciding scholarship recipients is a very difficult process, as each award had a number of outstanding candidates, all of whom were worthy. When the recipient is announced, we ask that the student come to the podium to receive their certificate and well-earned applause from our guests. The first scholarship tonight is the Mickle Jazz Scholarship, and that will be presented by our Jazz Studies instructor, Steve Watson.
The Mickle Jazz Scholarship was established to support a Fine Arts Center student's pursuit of an education in jazz studies at the collegiate level. Qualifying students are identified through their body of work in the Fine Arts Center Jazz Studio program. The recipient of this scholarship is a senior who demonstrates a high level of achievement, strong academics, leadership qualities, consistent effort, and citizenship within the community. This year's recipient has been a student in jazz studies for 4 years and has taken all of the courses that are available in the curriculum, never receiving a grade less than an A. The recipient has participated in 3 years of concerts at the Peace Center, has played numerous Fine Arts Center recitals, showcases, and engagements representing the school district around the upstate with a high level of professionalism. This student was chosen as the 2002 Monterey Jazz Festival in Monterey, California, as a part of the Next Generation Orchestra vocalist. This year's recipient of the Mickle Jazz Scholarship is Ava Ramsey.
Thank you, Steve, and congratulations to Ava. The next scholarship is the Michael Rice Scholarship. Presenting tonight is our instructor of voice, Danielle Knox.
I am honored to be awarding the Michael Rice Scholarship this evening. Michael Rice first came to the Fine Arts Center in 1981, and for more than 30 years inspired excellence from every person he encountered, from his student vocalists to his best friends and colleagues. Michael was a brilliant multilinguist, an expert in opera, a skilled limerick creator, a fabulous pianist, and a meticulous vocal coach. His love of music and teaching was guided by his care and concern for talented young singers. Michael's insistence on excellence ran through every aspect of his life. He demanded it of himself as an artist and offered it as a vision and form of daily practice for his students and colleagues alike. His expectations inspired great achievement, and his sense of humor and love of the voice was instilled in each of his singers. Michael Rice spoke of vocal music and said, "In great vocal music, there is an intimate relationship between text and music." This scholarship is awarded to an outstanding senior in the FAC Voice Studio who lives by these words. She is a singer that takes a text and studies it, connects to it, and uses it to inspire sensitivity and creativity. Her connection to the music and storytelling is a testament to her hard work. This vocal artist has been in the FAC Voice program for 4 years and every day has shown a passion and hunger to learn. I am honored to award the Michael Rice Scholarship in Vocal Excellence to Alana Brzezinski.
Thank you, Danielle, and congratulations, Alana. Debbie Reed Cook was an artist, art educator, teacher, and lecturer. She inspired her students at Pickens High School, the South Carolina Governor's School for the Arts and Humanities, and the Fine Arts Center before retiring in 2011. Debbie received awards and grants from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Robert Rauschenberg Foundation, the South Carolina Arts Commission, the South Carolina Department of Education, and the South Carolina Art Education Association. She was selected to be a fellow for the Japan Fulbright Memorial Fund Teacher Program in Tokyo. This scholarship is awarded to an outstanding senior visual arts student. Here to present the award from the Debbie Cook Endowment for the Arts are Sterling Lankin and Martha Dolge.
We are thrilled to announce that the 2023 winner of the Debbie Cook Scholarship in Visual Arts goes to Miss Sierra Hollinshead.
Thank you so much, Sterling and Martha, and congratulations, Sierra. The next scholarship is the Jacob Calhoun Stevens Memorial Scholarship. Jacob was a 1995 graduate of Wade Hampton High School and the Fine Arts Center. He went on to graduate from both the University of Pennsylvania and the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, where he specialized in painting and sculpture. The scholarship serves to honor his memory and continue his legacy at the Fine Arts Center. Here to present the award tonight is Jacob's sister, Dr. Laura Shaler.
Well, good evening. I'm grateful on behalf of my family to be here presenting this memorial scholarship. Certainly, we would rather this be in honor of my beloved brother rather than in memory, but we do want to remember him and carry on his legacy as an artist. I'm one of 5 children, and between us we have at least 11 degrees, and he was the only one that went Ivy League, so I want to give him a little shout out there. So we've always been very proud of him, and he would have been thrilled with all of the applicants and their amazing work, and it was a difficult decision, but I'm delighted to award the Jacob Calhoun Stevens Memorial Scholarship to Miles Thompson.
Thank you, Dr. Shaler, and congratulations to Miles. A new scholarship this year is the Barbara Jo Westcott Memorial Scholarship. Here to present it tonight is Mr. Don Westcott.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here this evening presenting the initial Barbara Jo Westcott Scholarship for Excellence in Percussion. Barbara was my stepmom, who sadly passed away this past December. She was a lifelong public educator with over 40 years of serving the community, and one of her greatest joys in life was music. She didn't play music, but she listened to it and certainly enjoyed it. She was also so proud that we were part of this wonderful Fine Arts Center family where our kids have gained just an amazing education. So to honor her memory, I decided to set up the scholarship. So on to the winner. The young man or the winner, excuse me, a little bit nervous here. The young man who is the winner of this scholarship has been working hard at percussion for many years, and it has paid off big time. His personal story is very touching, and when I read his application, it moved me to tears, to be honest with you. I emailed V pretty quickly. He's overcome a lot. It's impressive, and it's very close to my heart as well. In middle school, his band teacher saw that he had some natural talent and suggested that he investigate the Fine Arts Center. And probably like Dylan and I, he came and visited and said, yeah, this looks pretty cool, and obviously attended the center. From serving his fellow students here at the Fine Arts Center as a student advisor and as a teaching assistant, working with the AM students in the morning, to working with the Tri-M Music Honor Society, this young man has the passion and drive to accomplish anything, and his journey here at the Fine Arts Center has helped him not only realize his own potential, but his humanness, which I thought was so cool. Well, I personally don't know him very well. In fact, I only just met him the other day. I do know his drumming from his many jazz performances at the Fine Arts Center and the Peace Center at Genevieve's. And folks, that's an accomplishment, because being a jazz percussionist is not for the faint of heart. It takes some serious work and dedication, as everyone knows. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Lucas White as the winner of the Barbara Westcott Scholarship.
Thank you so much, Don, and congratulations to Lucas. Our next scholarship is the David Lee Nelson Memorial Scholarship. Here to present the award tonight is David's sister, Rachel Troublefield Nelson.
Hello, my name is Rachel Troublefield Nelson. I am a filmmaker, an actress, musician, writer, general artsy type like all of you here. I am David Lee Nelson, Davy's youngest sister, and an alumnus of the Fine Arts Center. Terry was my teacher. If you didn't know Davy, he was a teacher at the Fine Arts Center and Furman, an actor, a writer, a comedian, an avid lover of all the arts, but especially the theater. Davy started acting when he was just 10 years old, the same year I was born, so a life centered around the arts is literally all I've known. The younger siblings were thrust into the arts because Davy loved it, so obviously we would too. If you're a younger sibling, perhaps you can relate to that notion. For me, my parents were right. I love acting, I love music, I love writing and creating. I love it all. I love my brother. I followed in his footsteps, a handful of years behind him, and I am still here following in them now. Maybe you are the older sibling, blazing a trail for your younger ones, your friends, your parents, who knows who you are inspiring. Or maybe you are the younger kid with stars in your eyes, admiring those that went before and finding your own path in this creative life. I still have a life in the arts, many years after being a student here, and I always will. The Fine Arts Center is such a firm foundation for the tenacity and absolute love it takes to do that, because it may not look exactly like you think it will, but you can do it. Like Davy did before me, I've traveled around the world being an artist. It's not always easy, but it is always beautiful. Davy was someone who made everything a little more beautiful, whose optimism and hope and love for his craft colored every inch of his marvelous life. He used his life as a canvas to tell stories that were important and transformative, as you heard Adam talking about, and to pour into his family, his audiences, and his students. His works are still being shown and shared today. His legacy lives on. Even here, I can feel it, and at the FAC building, you can witness it in the bronze bust of his Converse Chuck Taylors. I am honored to be his sister. I am honored to have been a student at the Fine Arts Center. I'm honored to be here with you tonight to present the David Lee Nelson Memorial Scholarship to a young woman at the precipice of an expansive life filled with all the wonders of being an artist, in the theater, on the screen, wherever this wild and wonderful life takes her, Molly Wareham.
Thank you so much, Rachel, and congratulations, Molly. Dr. Roy S. Fleurer served as the director of the Fine Arts Center from 1989 to 2017. His unmatched dedication to the students and staff helped establish the FAC as a premier arts educational institution. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who demonstrates artistic excellence along with the intent to study the arts at the collegiate, university, or conservatory level. Here to present the Roy Fleurer Scholarship tonight is, in fact, Roy Fleurer.
And Chuck, how many of these have you been to? You started in '96. You've been here every year, I think. Yes, sir, I have. Thank you. I don't know the rest of you. but thank you for all your support for this incredible school. And boy, do we have a leader, don't we? Yes, we do. Thank you. Did any of you hear that? I'll repeat it. No. All right, this sounds a little late in coming, but I just want to say good evening to the parents and to the grandparents and to the friends of the students and to special guests that we may have, to the board members, administrators, but most of all, to that gorgeous group of graduates who passed by me. Now, I'm assuming that those who passed by you over there were just as gorgeous. So, you look great. God, there's a lot of you. And don't you all look good? Went to school like this every day, right? Good, okay. All right. My greeting to you is you have spent 4 years in a school where you have been tested daily for your imaginations and for your ability to solve problems, and as V said earlier, work with others, collaborate. I think that has something to do with how to live a good life. So I'm very pleased to congratulate you, and I admire all that I've just heard about some of the scholarship winners. But all of you have paid your dues in this school and have learned something that will probably, I hope, stay with you the rest of your life and make your next 4 years very special because you've been here for 4 years. Amen. Can I get an amen? Yeah, good, okay. All right. And V? You called that gray hair? Oh, jeez. What is the matter with you? Purple shoot boy. No. Okay. All right. I am here not so oddly to present the scholarship in my name. I will never tell you what S stands for. Okay? Don't you dare. Okay? It's to a student who, as was written in his letter of recommendation, has a keen sense of personal expression and is an incredibly creative and analytical person, and who will not waste one single minute of his college experience. I am pleased to present the Fleur Scholarship to Nicholas Martinez.
I was told the S stood for spectacular. No, you're good. No, in all seriousness, Roy, thank you. None of us would be here without you. I have the pleasure of awarding our final scholarship for the evening, and that is the Sheffield Wood Scholarship. Sheffield Wood was a graduate of the Fine Arts Center and the International Baccalaureate program at Southside High School. She was the first student in Greenville County to complete the International Baccalaureate Design program, and upon submission of her portfolio, earned one of the highest scores in the world for her efforts. The scholarship recipient is chosen by a committee of community members with priority placed on academic achievement and the embodiment of Sheffield's spirit of kindness and generosity. The student who is receiving the award tonight has demonstrated outstanding creativity, commitment, academics, work ethic, and citizenship. This student has been accepted into the country's top undergraduate film school, according to The Hollywood Reporter, and also earned acceptance into other top film programs, including Loyola Marymount, Syracuse, SCAD, University of Texas, Emerson, and Boston University. His teacher describes him as, quote, a student who is extremely bright and capable, so much so that his peers regularly seek out his help and approval of their own projects. His films are all very carefully thought out in great detail and then meticulously pieced together. During critiques, his thoughts and opinions are taken very seriously because he offers precise feedback, demonstrating that he has paid close attention to his classmates' films and showing he has a sincere desire to help better them. Please join me in congratulating the 2023 Sheffield Wood Scholarship winner, Ethan Sumner. Quite the dresser, too. At this time, I would like to welcome our Fine Arts Center Assistant Director, Ms. Nicole Michelle, to the podium for the presentation of certificates to our class of 2023. Ms. Michelle.
Braden Anderson. Alexandra Ostapaeva. Jenna Avery. Nora Bailey, Outstanding Senior in Voice. Christian Bishop. Hannah Brewer. Jamaica Chene Brewster. Alana Jordan Brzezinski. Caroline Brightwell. Gabriel Brown. Lee Bryan. Parker Bergio. Melanie Bush. Benjamin Bird. Adeline Campion. Sarah Carreño. Bailey Ann Kervorst, Outstanding Senior, Strings Chamber Music. Mariah Diane Coe. Luna Colin. Jasmine Nicole Council. Caden Dobbins. Catherine Elizabeth Donlin. Isabel Driggs, Outstanding Senior in Visual Arts. May Eubank. Paige Geiger, Outstanding Senior in Architecture. Paul Glass.
Lindsay Grace, Outstanding Senior Creative Writing. Hannah Guerrero. Austin Hamby. Meadow Harmon. Sydney True Harrison. Jacob Allen Hazel. Eveline Emmerle. Andrea Giovanni Hernandez. Genevieve Hernandez. Outstanding Senior Theater Design and Production. Jack Higginbotham. Hayne Hip. Dalton Hicks, Outstanding Senior Jazz Studies. Sierra Hollinshead, Outstanding Senior Visual Arts. Alexis Elizabeth Howard, Outstanding Senior Voice and Music Theory. Dylan Howard. Mills Howell. Shania Therese Lily Hunn, Outstanding Senior Theater Performance. Eliza Hyatt. Hannah James, Outstanding Senior Music Theory. Hattie Jennings, Outstanding Senior Visual Arts. Alicia Johnson, Outstanding Senior Dance. Elissa Jordan. Emily Carmel. Kate Kelly. Jane Keeney, Outstanding Senior Visual Arts. Karis King, Outstanding Senior Visual Arts. Sophia Lynn. Andre Louvier. Nicholas Martinez. Louis Mims. Carson Moore. Bree Nikoloff, Outstanding Senior Visual Arts. A.G. Rafalski. Ava Ramsey, Outstanding Senior Jazz Studies. Matthew Revilla, outstanding senior, wins chamber music. Lillian Rhodes. Miles Rogers, outstanding senior, theater design and production. Deanna Shaw. Gracie Schultz, outstanding senior, digital filmmaking. Jacob Shum. Isaac Simpson. Megan Steves. Wilson Stokes. Ethan Sumner. Julia Sussman. Victoria Swam. Dora Tamayo. Miles Thompson, outstanding senior, visual arts. Haley Tingham. Ella Tomlin. Gwendolyn Tomlin. Aiden Tribble. Ian Tyner. Isabel Veenstra, outstanding senior, creative writing. Molly Wareham, outstanding senior, theater performance. Michelle West, outstanding senior, strings chamber music. Dylan J. Westcott. Lucas White, outstanding senior, percussion. Rose Wilson. Canelm Winslow. Callan Faith Wright. Liam Wright. Stefan Yazigian. Edie Youngblood. And Cassandra Ann Zabin.
How about another round of applause for the FAC class of 2023?